Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with a look from the very first bowl game of the season. It's the Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl. Woohoo! Between the Buffalo Bulls and the Charlotte 49ers. You know, guys, this is a game between two teams who both got off to rocky starts this season. The Bulls trying to figure out what to do after quarterback Tyree Jackson went on to the NFL. They started off 2-4 this season, including going 0-2 in their first two MAC games. Now, their fortunes kind of changed when redshirt freshman Matt Myers, who had been the starting quarterback up to that point, was injured against Miami of Ohio. Up to then, he had completed just 46% of his passes with just 6 TDs against 4 picks. So, in steps Kyle Van Treese. Now, the kid's not a superstar, but here's the deal. He's accurate. He doesn't make a ton of mistakes. Keeps the ball moving, and he does what they need to do in this Buffalo offense. Averages 7.2 yards per attempt, 7 TDs, just 1 interception on the season. But make no mistake, this is a run-first Buffalo team. They have 2 1,000-yard rushers in Patterson and Marks. They also, not surprisingly, feature a top-flight offensive line that has 3 seniors and a junior. Only their starting center is a redshirt freshman. They don't give up sacks like ever. They were second in the nation in sacks allowed, surrendering just 8 sacks over 12 games. And you know what? Frankly, they're going to need that offensive line talent against senior defensive end Alex Highsmith for the Charlotte 49ers. This kid has a massive wingspan. He's at 14 sacks and 21.5 tackles for loss on the season. Now, here's the deal. He's largely a product of the conference that he plays in. He's a bit undersized, just 243 pounds, and he's certainly going to have his work cut out for him against this Buffalo offensive line that averages over 302 pounds per man. Now, on offense, 49ers, well, they're another run-first team, just like Buffalo is. They have a senior running back, Benny LeMay. LeMay rushed for 1,027 yards on the season, 5.7 yards per carry. And not a bad little weapon out of the backfield, added 242 yards on just 19 receptions. Chris Reynolds, quarterback for the Niners, a nice dual threat guy. He was the second leading rusher on the team and also threw for 21 touchdowns and just 10 interceptions. Both of these teams are going to have to run the ball effectively in order to win. In fact, Charlotte was 1-5 in games where it didn't rush for at least 230 yards. Their lone victory came in a 7-point win over an absolutely dreadful UTEP team. Now, the problem for the Niners is Buffalo, they don't give up yards on the ground ever to anybody. Only once this year did they give up more than 150 yards. That was 186 in overtime to Ohio. They still needed 47 carries to get there, did Ohio, averaging less than 4 yards per attempt. Now, the Bobcats, they were coached by Frank Solich, who honestly seems to sometimes forget that the forward pass is legal. So Ohio is definitely a run-first team. So giving up 180 of them, not the end of the world. Now, frankly, here's the deal with this game. Guys, the Bulls, well, they do everything the Niners do, except they do them just a little bit better. They're 8th in the country in sacks, and they are 2nd in the country in time of possession. They want to keep the ball and keep your best weapons on the bench. Charlotte, well, they're a great story. They just started playing football in 2013. They're making their first bowl appearance. Coach Will Healy, he's in his first year at Charlotte. He was after being named FCS Coach of the Year at Austin Peay in 2017. He is just 34, and look for him to get snatched up by a Power 5 school probably sooner rather than later. But here's the deal: the Bulls are a veteran squad. They're looking to get off the Bull schneid, as they've gone 0-3 over their first 3 bowl games. Their running game, their defense, they're the real deal. They're probably the best team in the MAC over the last 2 months of the season, and they win by getting off the field on defense and grinding the other team down with long, heartbreaking possessions on the offensive side of the ball. Look for more of the same in this one as the Bulls ultimately stampede to victory. So, guys, get yourself down on the Buffalo Bulls. Go ahead and lay those 6.5 points. And at the end of this one, I'll see you guys back at the window. Take care.